Alright, gang, we just finished up the December 18th turns. We didn't have any night action this time, but I need to start using that night ability. I hear it's pretty awesome to use that night exploitation. Alright, so let's take a look in here. Let's take a look real quick over at the reinforcements here, or the casualties. So, see the allies, I'm taking a few. No, I think there's one infantry division in there, or one infantry unit's pretty good size. A couple of armor units, but they just put one back on the board. The Germans, yeah, they've lost a few, couple of armor units in there. They're not coming back now, but they'll probably come back on later, I would assume. So not too severe. Of course, the Germans, you really don't want to lose anything with them. So, all right, so let's see how our progression is. All right, I finally decided to pull the Allies back off on the south over here. They're going to lose the reinforcement area A up here, and they've already lost it actually. Put a small German unit in there. Starting to pull them back. The Germans are probably going to push them. Not too big a deal. Still going to have to block these entry hexes so that nothing can sneak in behind them. Although I think if you get so many points in there, you can actually attack out of the off-board boxes into these, which there's the off-map box right there where reinforcements will come in, and they can attack into the hexes up here. I got to read a little more on that. I haven't got to that point where I had to worry about it yet. So I pulled them back, probably try to get back behind this river right here. What's this, 4th ID over here? Yeah, I was in 4th Infantry Division in Fort Carson. So, yeah, we'll probably pull them back behind the river there near, was it Marsh? And we're trying to make sure we get enough in here to protect that crossroads at Bastogne and Houffalize. As you can see, that is the 82nd. 101st doesn't come on until just a couple, they come on in this next day. So they'll probably move up too. But the 82nd did not go to Bastogne. They went more over into the wooded areas over here somewhere. I don't know much about them in the Bulge. I know they were there, and they defended something. So we've got some 9th Armored guys, or 10th Armored, combat commands from 10th Armored. They snuck in. Not the best place for them to be, since the roads are, most of the roads are secondary, and they're in the heavily wooded area, so they're not going to move. But I had to get something in there, and they were the fastest thing to get there. Most of my trucks were put on the 82nd, bringing them towards Bastogne. So now we should be able to shore up Bastogne and hopefully clip that German advance right there. So with the Germans here, you got to break out. You got to break out somewhere and get towards the Meuse River. So I'm probably going to have to reconfigure where the units are. Maybe get something grouped together so that I can punch a hole somewhere and then break through. So yeah, I'll probably have to do some shifting and build some camp groupers here in order to do that. The Germans keep chasing the Americans out of here, but they just keep coming back with more. Or, like I said, losses in this game is not the big problem. It's you get disrupted, and then you recover from that and you come back into the fight. So, unless you can start flipping some units over to their weaker sides, all they're going to do is come back and fight again. You chase them away 4 hexes away and you get to advance 2 hexes. Yeah, that helps, but usually there is enough Americans that there's something they're going to run into. The Germans will run into when they advance. And I think I've had a couple where they were able to push and do consecutive attacks using the breakthrough after the special retreat that the Americans will take. The ones you get on there with the on the combat chart here with the asterisks, the Germans will get, or the attacker will get, the bonus advance, and they can attack again. One stack can attack again, but you can maneuver your units on the advance to get a stack together to do the attack. But you can only do one more attack, and you can also assist if you advance and you get the attack, the extra attack, and you happen to move to a unit that is getting ready to go to be attacked by another attacker, you can combine them with that. But like I say, it's only one stack of units that can do that on the advance. Alright, so here on the north side, or on the north side of the Arth River, like I say, the Germans have been playing around there. Like I say, I'm going to have to get more massive bigger mass of troops together. This was, I'm splitting my force, and I don't need to do that. We're beyond the command boundary lines. That ended on turn 2. Let's see if we can find one here. Yeah, see that line right there, the division lines? I'm beyond, I don't have to worry about that anymore. We've taken Saint-Beath, which I believe actually held on for quite a while during the actual Bulge. And we're starting to push into the woods to the west of Saint-Beath. Pushed the Germans, almost, or the Americans almost got pushed. They actually left Monschau and backed off into the woods. But then I realized, you know what, there's not a whole lot of pressure there, and some of those German units are already wounded. So let's move back up in here and see if we can't slow them down. Worst comes to worst, if they back off, they'll lose that reinforcement hex of J. And, you know, like I say, they're trying to protect those river crossings up there in some of these victory locations. But there's also the fuel depots, which I am going to try to use. There's one there, and there's one up here at Trois-Ponts, right there. And then there's one back here at Grand Menil, or Mannheim, whatever it is, right there. Like I say, don't know which one it is yet. When a German unit gets there, I'll roll a dice and see if that's the one, or I'll do a chit draw and see if that's the one. So, okay, so we're pushing, still pushing with the Germans. We got these Americans back here, above the Schnee Eifel. They have been isolated and rolled for surrender, and they rolled a damn 1, which means a -1 on their surrender. And since they didn't have any to start with, it's like they got an airdrop, so they're good for another turn. Don't worry about that until after the next turn. And I'm starting to move these Germans forward. I got to find a breakthrough somewhere. If somebody's looking at this and you can see the good spot, call it out to me so I can break through somewhere and make this thing even more interesting. Because I think 82nd is going to raise hell right here around Bastogne. Wouldn't that be a flip? 82nd deals with Bastogne, the 101st goes off and fights somewhere else. All right. No battle at Foy for the 101st if that happens. I don't see a breakout happening over here. I don't know what good it would do anyhow. So I got to figure somewhere from Bastogne across to Houffalize, and then down the line here in Malmedy and whatnot. There's got to be a hole somewhere. The Germans they got a good stack of reinforcements coming on today for the 19th. So we'll see what happens there. All right, but that's the progression right now. Like I say, we just finished up the 3rd day, December 18th. And let's get this one up on her so that it just after midnight, you'll see it on the 18th. It'll be there, and I'm going to drive on with the 19th. All right, gang, thanks for watching. We'll get back to y'all shortly.